There's Max saying hi to us over in the commentary booth.
That's right. Max says he's pumped that because I was saying he's going to come back and go places today.
Oh, yeah.
He was introduced to the game by his legendary grandfather when he was 12 years old, and he's one of the best professional pool players known. He's known very well for his precision cue ball control and his Houdini-like ability to run out a game of 8-ball or any other game. He is a touring pro. He was voted the 2003 UPA Sportsman of the Year by the billiards industry, and he's been televised many times around the world. And he's also a really good guy. He gives free clinics and exhibitions for the children at the Boys and Girls Club and the Sunrise Retirement Home, and resides in Las Vegas currently, and has done assisting with movies and commercials and working with the likes of Michael Jordan and Matthew Perry.
Yep.
So he's at all the major events for sure, a heck of a nice guy, and we expect him to do well in this event.
You know, you were absolutely right about him being one of the nicer guys on the pool table. I mean, he's every time I run into him, he never hesitates to, give me a couple of tips and pointers whenever I'm practicing, and he walks by, and I'll chat it up with him a little bit, So he's just definitely just a classy guy, classy player.
And Frank the Barber, I mean,
Frank is Frank's one of the nicer guys too. I mean, he's a great bar box player. Won a tournament over in Yucaipa. He's won the last three bar box tournaments that he's played. And yeah, Bandit, you're absolutely right. They are brutal. Frank's definitely no slouch, and he's definitely a wonderful guy also. I've had the pleasure of knowing him for a few years now, and every time I run into him, it's just, always cheerful, always happy. All right, so we got Max taking his warm-up now. We are here on table 1, known as the Devil Table. It's extremely tight pockets. And all right, folks, we're gonna get a couple of little minor details sorted out real quick, and then as soon as we're ready to go, we're gonna start this matchup between Frank and Max. So hang tight, and I'll be right back. In the meantime, Barbara will be here to keep you guys company.
Before we get started, we got the flip started already. Would like to thank OBQs, our main sponsor for this event. You can see them on our scoreboard.
All right, folks, this is going to be a race to 7. The magic rack will be used today. And I've been told no soft breaks. 9-ball counts anywhere on the break.
Which is different from the normal house rules here.
Exactly. Normal house rules at hard times is that if the 9-ball gets pocketed in the back 2 pockets, it spots up. But that rule is not going to be applied today. So 9-ball counts everywhere. Rack your own. And winner breaks. And it looks like Frank is going to take first crack. So here we go.
Opening break results in a scratch. You know, Max is pumped up, I think.
Oh, yeah. Max usually gets excited about little big tournaments like this.
You know, he had that marvelous comeback yesterday against
I didn't see that. What happened?
Ronnie Alcano.
Really?
Had him up in
Wow.
in this new game called American Rotation.
Oh, I heard you guys mentioning that.
And and Alcano was just on fire. And all of a sudden the tables turned and he came back and they went, I believe it was Hill, and he beat him.
Oh, I can't put anything past him.
Amazing comeback.
Max is definitely capable of doing things like that.
Well, most of these players are too, as you know. Capable of just about anything.
We're looking for Bosch. We're looking for Ezekiel Morrison.
Went for the breakout and just nailed that shot.
New match on table number 26, Dave Emma and Fox Garcia. Emma and Garcia, table 26.
Beautiful opening shot on that one to break out that 2-4 problem. Max is off and running.
Got a little bit of work for him right now, though, to get to that 4 ball. I think he's going to go 2 rails on this. Oh, no, just
Nope.
one.
Yeah,
Only needed one.
Just came right off the bottom rail there.
Lovely shot.
Well, this is a real different opening for him other from yesterday when we saw him.
You know, I think sometimes some players, it takes a little bit of while to get them started. You know,
Yeah,
but
he
once-
wasn't warmed up at all yesterday, and
Some players are like sprint cars, and some players are like diesel trucks. You know?
that's right.
Everybody in the chat room, I just want to do a quick sound check. How's everything sounding over there? Are we too loud, too low? How's everything sounding as far as the commentary is concerned? Perfect. Thank you very much, guys.
Yes, thank you to everybody out in the chat room for helping us out here. Now, he got a little bit, went a little further than he wanted to for position on this 6 ball. Overstroked that slightly. He played a pretty flawless rack up to this point. Is he going to play safe or go for the, I don't know if he has enough room for the bank. Oh, he's slicing it in. Wow. Alrighty then. Back slice into that corner pocket. And overshot that again, yeah.
Unless he was trying to set up for the combo. I don't know.
I don't
that.
think so,
I think he did overshoot it, though. I mean, why would...
No, he wouldn't set up for the combo.
For a player like Max, I mean, why would you go for a combo when there's only 2 balls like that on the table and to spread out?
No, he just, this is a fast table. This is devil table, table 1. It's very quick. I've played on it a number of times.
So have I,
and it's a killer.
Yes, it is.
Well, he's going to think about this one for a minute. Safety. Gets there.
Very good shot.
That's right. Going to force.
That's a smart way to go, especially the angle that he had.
Yeah, going to force Frank to kick at this ball. And after Frank kicks at this ball, I mean, there's obviously 2 things going to happen. He's going to make it. He's either going to make it or he's not going to make it, and he needs to worry about either one where the cue ball's going to end up.
Yeah. Yeah, Hustling, it is 0-0. This is the first game in this race of 7.
Yeah, for those of you that just joined us, and Hustlin just wanted to know from the chat room what the score was, so we were responding to him.
Yep.
A lot of people have come in.
Great safety kick by Frank.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot.
Thinned that 7 ball and left it nice and long, and I think he's hit it good behind the 9.
First race here at the Swanee. Legendary players, both of them. Very first round, very first game.
Great match to start the day with.
Yes, indeed. He's not going to be happy with that, except that he created distance.
Definitely got distance, and it's got a funny angle on it. So.
And it's the devil table, and that's the devil pocket.
Yeah.
That particularly hit that upper left-hand corner pocket.
You know, on this table and table 6, you know, no shot is guaranteed. Honestly, I mean, unless the ball is literally hanging in the pocket, I don't think any shot is guaranteed on this table.
No, it's not.
I've even seen people rattle balls when the object ball was only about a few inches from the pocket.
That's absolutely right. Yesterday on table 6 next door, it was the upper right-hand corner pocket.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Frank,
that was a
great
beautiful shot.
Sick shot.
He came to play.
New match on table 3, Ray Rollins, Justin Marks. Rollins and Marks on table 3.
And Frank
takes it down. How about that? Frank the Barber takes it down. The first game of the first
match.
The first match of the day. Beautiful shot on that 7 ball. That long back cut into that and that double pocket. Wow. Fantastic. We're going to have you got to stay tuned, everybody, and let all your friends know on your social networks and everything. Spread the word. Hop on this free stream brought to you live here by POVPOOL, and this whole event brought to you by CSI, Q Sports International.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a really great action-packed day here. I mean, I'm just looking around the room right now, just on this side of the room, too, and I'm seeing a lot of fantastic players, great cast of characters, a lot of familiar faces and a lot of new ones, too. And even in the bleachers, I see people, a lot of the players that are waiting for their matches to begin, and, you know, seeing the caliber of play here, it's really exciting for me. I just love seeing this collection of people here.
And, you know, this is the #1. Ramin Bakhtiari did some research, and this is the #1 in the entire overall of all the 9-ball tournaments, Europe, Japan, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
This is ranked #1 in this year in terms of number of quality players in an event.
That's fantastic.
The really caliber. Yeah. We are
really
so fortunate. This is history.
Yeah. Great shot.
Beautiful shot.
That was a great shot.
Didn't like the leave.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow.
Frank's sitting there on his chair looking at that going,
Thank goodness.
Well, Max struggled a little yesterday at first, you know, for the first part of that match, which allowed Alcano, who was on fire, to just absolutely soar ahead of him.
Yeah.
And then he finally started to get comfortable, and things were working.
How did that match between Jason and Alcano go last night? I went to sleep. I fell asleep before that.
Oh, boy, Alcano
He ran away with it?
He did. He did.
Why am I not surprised?
Well, I'll tell you what was going on with Jason in that match last night was he's never played on that table. And I talked to him after the match, and he said the table was real funny. You know, the rails were springy and this and that and the other. And, you know, but he's a rhythm player, and he just kind of couldn't get the rhythm going, and he was tending to overstroke. He's a very aggressive shooter.
Gotcha.
And that table was just not allowing that.
These particular tables, 1 and 6. I mean, you definitely got to play them with just a tad of finesse.
Finesse.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
really got to be patient. Really, just like make sure you stay calm and stroke straight.
Okay, just been notified. Bill Stock from CSI staff here is coming to watch the shot on this. Make sure that no fouls are committed, because he's going to kick long rail on this, and wow.
You know, he might actually have a chance to
make the
9 ball.
That's
actually.
right. Yes, he might. He'd have to hit it just right, but it could be done. What a shot that would be, huh? Rail first.
Yeah, he got it.
Oh, my God. 9 first.
Oh, looks like he hit the 9
Bill
ball
Stock
first.
says the 9 ball got contacted first.
Well, it looked good to me, but
It did.
Like
Well, it looked to me like it was at the same time.
yeah, exactly.
Is what it looked like.
But you know, we're
not the refs, and our noses aren't standing over the table either.
Exactly.
So ball in hand. Well, that's a change of events here now.
Yeah.
You guys okay?
I had a medium shot on it because I wanted to do a shot as well. So I might be able to
Oh. Table
Okay,
1
well.
takes another shot.
There we go.
I like this angle right now. Thanks, Phil.
I'll tell you.
Check the live stream window. I want to see the live stream window.
You know, Max is playing. I saw Max after his match last night. He was still at the tables practicing, and this is a different Max than who I saw playing last night. He's recovered. He's had sleep. He's had food. He's had practice. And I know he really wants to win this entire event.
Well, Max has always been a really tough competitor.
Strong competitor,
he's
yeah.
very strong. He's always. The minute he gets onto the table and when he goes to work, he's definitely focused and, he's got that instinct.
He's also one of our sponsors, you know.
Yes, he is. Pool Player Academy, as well as he also has that new DVD and a book
And
that he came out with. The DVD is Think and Run Out, help out your 10-ball game.
Yeah, and he used to be the house pro at when the Hollywood Billiards.
Yes.
Yeah. Number of years there.
The old home of the Swanee, J. Swanson Memorial.
That's right. I remember playing in the Swanee at Hollywood Billiards.
I remember going there a couple of times, and it's unfortunate that it's not around anymore. It was a really great pool room. It was a great room to be in. But definitely glad that the Swanee has found a home here at Hard Times Billiards.
Well, it's a great venue for it. I mean, you've got plenty of tables, you've got the equipment, you've got the room, the space
The
to
bleachers as
accommodate.
well. Bleachers
That's
as well
right.
for people that
Which
are
is packed
that come in.
already.
Yeah, there's we got some people even just standing on the back bleachers so they can watch the other side of the room. Because we got a lot of great. Because I heard on the announcements we got some great matches on the other side also too. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Max came up short on that safety. I think he wanted to tuck it behind that 8 ball.
Yeah, he sure did, because after watching
Yeah.
Frank backslash that 7 in the last rack, he could be in trouble on this. He just, he just rolls this forward in that side pocket, and control the cue ball.
If you have any questions, come up and talk to us. If there's a referee question, please ask us prior.
Marie. This is Marie.
It's right there. Yeah.
Race to 7 on the winner's side, race to 6 on the loser's side.
On my cue.
Well, he's taking a long, hard look at. He wants to make sure he gets. He wants to make sure he pockets this 7 and doesn't get out of shape on the 8. It's a little touchy of a shot.
I think
Oh,
for
he elected.
for the safe, and unfortunately,
Whoa.
yeah.
Now that was very interesting to me.
I
I guess he didn't like the side pocket.
Yeah.
Well, the side pockets are tough on this table. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
they're tight.
Well, all the pockets, yeah, but especially the side pocket. I mean, side pockets are tough already as it is, you know, and I think that was a smart move
Max
by Frank.
just let out a huge
Sigh of relief.
sigh,
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God, I'm back at the table." He didn't think he'd come back to the table.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would have elected for a safety shot on that one as well, especially just, you know, not even just because his table won, but just, you know, that was a really tough shot to either get inside or in the corner pocket and to get position for
Well,
the
that's
eight ball.
true. The position was the problem
Yeah.
on it.
And unfortunately, I think Frank just kind of caught a bad roll on that, too.
Yeah, well, the devil pocket will suck the cue ball up,
Mhm.
apparently, but it doesn't let a regular ball go in it.
Well, I think this table is possessed by some disgruntled, by the spirit of a disgruntled pool player.
You know, that's very possible. I like that theory. And
And
kabam.
Frank.
All righty. How about
Frank.
that?
And looks like Max ties it up now.
Ties it up now. That's right.
So we got
Like to give a
back
shout
to an
out.
even score.
Also, in between racks here, Q2U.com, another one of our sponsors. Also, Go Play Pool.
No jump cues.
Go Play Pool, a free application that you
For
can
your phone.
download
Yep.
for your phone,
Android or iPhone.
Android or iPhone, and it will contain all of the latest billiards news and tournaments and things that are happening in the billiards world. Awesome app. Go Play Pool.
Yeah. You know, for those of you that aren't familiar with the Magic Rack, it's a very thin plastic rack that just lays straight on the table, and a lot of players like it because essentially there's little grooves inside of it that allow for the ball to be held in place so that you can guarantee a tight rack.
Yeah,
So,
much more easily.
yeah, now you know the trade-off obviously is now you got a foreign object laying on the table, even though it is thin. But
But it also
you know,
breaks real well,
But it breaks
too.
really really well, and it actually makes it faster and easier to rack also. So I think in terms of time constraints, we want they're electing to use this today so that you know the racking becomes a lot
That's
easier.
true. I
because
hadn't thought about that.
When you're using
Yeah,
when you're using that
absolutely.
triangle, sometimes the balls get really
Takes forever
stubborn.
to
Yeah.
rack.
Yeah, and especially on the tables where they get used, you know, I mean, the cloth gets kind of like worn a little bit, and little divots or whatnot, put themselves inside of the in that racking area. So sometimes the balls really just don't want to settle and tighten up. So that Magic Rack is really gonna make a difference today, I think, as far as playability.
And how about, did you just hear no jump cues allowed?
Really, no jump cues
That's
allowed?
just what I heard. No jump cues allowed? No. They've
Wow.
never had jump cues in the Swanee. This is new
Wow.
to me. I did not remember that. My bad.
That'll make a huge difference. So I think
That will make a big difference.
We're going to see a lot of interesting safety play, I think, based off of that, because there's not going to be any jump cues. And
New match on table
I would imagine some of the players are probably not going to be too happy about that, because that jump cue sometimes makes a big difference. Oh,
It's a huge difference, yeah.
table 14.
Missed by Max.
yeah. Not a bad leave though. He's got a really tough shot. I mean, I would imagine Franks might just pull a safety here, maybe just tuck that one ball behind the 6. And
I don't
leave the
know.
cue
I
on the
can't. I
inside.
can't see the angle here, but it looks to me like he actually
Cut it inside.
cut it in the side, bring the cue ball around, but he's
Nope.
going to play safe.
Safe. Yep.
They're,
Smart move.
they're playing
Exactly.
smart.
Yeah.
They're playing tight.
Oh, I think on this table,
It's
actually,
the right thing to do.
The right
yeah.
thing, and you know what? Not even that. It's just also the player that you have too.
Oh, yeah.
Your opponent. I mean, you got Max Eberle up there, and he's definitely a very very capable player, and you don't want to leave Max too many, if any, opportunities.
As soon as your match is over, please don't
They're waiting for the table next to them on table 6. And also, the camera work today is being brought to you by Daniel. Daniel's actually in the Swanee here today and is going to be playing probably in this next round. But right now, he's doing some camera work for everybody, trying to bring you some different points of view.
Absolutely, giving you guys the best angle.
If you're just
so you can
joining
really
us,
see the shots.
this is POV Pool, and we are streaming live.
Eberle and Mike Piyosambun.
That's right, the BBQ, and this is the 17th annual Jay Swanson Memorial Tournament.
Or Swanee, as
The
it
Swanee.
has come to be known.
And Alex Pagalayan is here trying to defend his title for the 3rd year.
Really, 3rd year?
He's won it twice in a
Wow.
row.
And Max with a great
Wow.
shot. Wow.
Beautiful touch.
I was saying that he's capable, and that's proof of it right there.
Certainly is. Safe is always not so safe with these guys.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Jose,
No,
Louis Ulrich, you guys are here to check in with us with your first round matches. Russ Martin,
We have some AWOL players that, yeah, always.
I just heard him call Louis Ulrich.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't count him out either. He's a
Nope.
strong player.
Very strong player.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Regular face up here on the weekly tournaments. He knows these tables pretty well.
Oh,
And
absolutely,
he's been
he
playing for
does.
a long time.
Well, he's been taking down a lot of the tournaments here lately in the last few months.
Yep. And another example of a really classy guy. I honestly didn't really meet him and talk with him too much until just a few months ago. But
Nice
I
shot.
met him up here at one of the tournaments and just kind of started chatting with him. And again, just another example of a great classy player. Really liking the safety battle too. I always enjoy these because you see the strategy.
Well, absolutely.
behind,
And well, it also
behind it.
gives you, watching this stuff improves your own game because you'll
It sinks into your head.
see things that get done and you'll go, oh, that's a good idea.
Exactly. I make no assumptions about being a strong or great player or whatnot. So whenever I get the chance to play, one of these high-level players like Max or Louis or Alex, in one of the tournaments, if I happen to run into one of them, I always take that as a teaching opportunity. You learn a couple of new things, new ideas and new angles.
I think we're going to be okay.
All right, the one is not frozen to the rail, according to Daniel, which makes a difference. That's something you need to know.
No, it gives you another option as far as shooting the ball. I mean, the way that when Max kicked at it in his first shot at this little safety battle, the one ball was pretty close to her, but it wasn't touching it. So
That's right.
when he connected with it, he didn't have to hit it. That's why he was able to hit that shot so soft when he first kicked at it.
Exactly.
And again, he's able to do the same thing. I
Look
like
at
the
this.
speed,
Look
and
at this. He
wow.
got it. Wow.
Got that frozen.
Fantastic. Wow. He's
Max
grinning. He
smiled.
looked
He
over here
smiled.
and
He
grinned.
likes-
He goes, man, that was
He liked that. He was really
Was
happy with that
that
turn.
good or what?
Table 23, Jason Shaw, Chip Klein. Table 23.
What a
Shaw
shot.
and
Well, he's
Still not
Frank's
frozen.
just going to do the same thing he did
thing.
last time, or try to get it a
Again,
little bit better, maybe.
It might be frozen now. It might be frozen now.
Yeah, I think he's trying to freeze it. Look at this. He said,
Yeah,
yes,
he
it's
got him.
frozen now, and he's
He beat him to
grinning.
I think that's what
Max
they were
is smiling,
I think that's
too.
what they were both trying to see who could get that ball frozen to the rail first.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there was a little bit of a discussion about
Whether or not Frank hit a
something got
rail.
to a rail
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Oh no, I think
that can't be right.
No, I think
Yeah.
he's talking about when
he goes
just
to shoot now, yeah.
confirming the rule right now on what has to hit. So yeah, the cue ball is going to have to hit a rail.
Well, I think he's got clearance. He's got a piece of this one.
Yeah, and
From
it's
this
far
angle,
enough, and it's
so-
far enough from the side where he shouldn't have to worry about scratching it.
He's still going to hit it soft, and he's trying to get the cue ball
And he
to a
got
rail,
it.
and he got there. Look
he
at
got
that.
there.
Man, I'll tell you, safety battle. I'm loving it.
It's like watching one pocket.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Almost.
Daniel back at the camera again, giving us some additional shot coverage here.
We're still looking for Ezekiel Morris, Jose Perica, Santos, John Mora. If you're here, come up and see us.
Well, most of those guys were here earlier. I saw a lot of them out front. Maybe they went to eat breakfast.
Well, I saw all those players here. I saw Jose Perica. I saw Santos. Santos Sambun.
Yeah, I saw
Jose
John
Perica,
Mora too.
And
Yeah.
John Mora. Yeah, they all just got called by
Rodney Morris. I mean,
by the directors and. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Rodney Morris. I haven't really seen much of him tournament-wise as of late. And
he went for the. I think he went for that 9. He went for the cheese.
that was a nice little
And
two-way shot.
Look
though.
at that two-way
I think
shot.
that might have been a two-way shot. You think Frank kind of saw that?
Well, if he didn't, he's not going to let on
No.
that he didn't do it on
No,
purpose.
Absolutely. Barbara, the only thing I don't like about events like this is I only have one set of eyes.
Oh,
And
isn't that the truth?
And
yeah.
I really wish I could just
You want
watch
to be at all the
everything.
different
exactly 'Cause
tables.
especially because there's a lot of players here that I've watched over the years and that I absolutely respect and love watching them play, and I wish I could just split myself up and see all of the matches.
Yeah, that's
you know?
right. That's right. Well, maybe one day we'll have
see.
enough cameras and enough equipment that we can have a camera on every table,
Yep.
and we have a big screen, and we'll put it all with little pop-up windows.
So long as we can get them.
I can dream, can I?
Yeah, all of us can, and I really hope that this sport, gets some traction as far as being promoted and popularized and all. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, he almost made that 3-ball.
Okay, well now this
right.
has changed to this particular game in this round.
Yep, Frank's got a wide open table
He
to,
sure does.
to work with, so don't really
Gotta
see too many
control
problem
Whitey.
shots. Yep. And with this opportunity, Frank's just got to focus, bear down, and
Frank's
just
been
make his
playing
shots.
pretty good though lately.
Yeah.
I've been watching him in some of the Sunday tournaments here, and he's a strong player.
Absolutely.
Commentators curse,
Yeah.
He shouldn't have bumped into that 7 at all.
Definitely didn't want to.
Yeah, little errors,
Yeah.
Now what do you do here, Mike? Do you feather on the left-hand side of this 3 and bring the cue ball back down?
Ooh,
I
that's
think
that's risky.
Well, I know it is, but
He might be going for that though. Yep, he is. Oh, and he missed it.
I called the shot though.
Yeah, you did. You
I
did
kind
call the
of
shot.
intuitively
Yes.
know sometimes on how these players operate.
Oh yeah.
What they're gonna.
Yeah.
I sometimes can guess what they're gonna do, whether it's right or not. That's up to them.
Oh, yeah.
And
that
up
was,
to the feel.
I think you're right about that one too. I mean, that safety would have been the best option. I mean, me personally, I don't think with my ability, I wouldn't even try to do a safety like that because that's just a really tough shot. But Frank's definitely capable of making that shot too, and just unfortunately just came up a little bit short.
Well, there's no doubt it's a tough shot from
Yeah.
that distance
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Now see, he's just slightly overstroking some of these shots. He'll get this speed down with a little more table time here at the double table.
Right.
Oh boy! Wow.
You know what I said before about shots.
I know.
About shots
that
being just
double
a few
pocket.
Inches, a few inches from the pocket. Looks like a relatively simple shot, and
Double pocket, man.
You get stolen. Yeah.
That'll get him. Frank's going. I wasn't supposed to be back at the table here.
See, I think one challenge of playing on this table as well is that when something like that happens, the player coming back, that would be in Frank's position. Sometimes you kind of take that for granted. You go like, oh, good, I'm back, and I only got 4 balls to run out. But the same thing.
Oh yeah, and
happen.
you get sloppy too.
Even on the 9-ball too.
Well, look at this. I mean, he's going to have to put some stroke on this.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
Frank,
did fine. He did fine.
Frank
Used a
caught the
little
point on
English.
that. Yeah, used a little
But he
English.
didn't want to be on the rail, though.
Yeah.
You never want to be on the rail for the last ball.
Nope.
Last ball down.
There it goes.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
another one on the wire for Frank.
So we got another back and forth match here for you guys.
That's right, and I'd like to also thank another one of our sponsors, our original all-time sponsor, Kamui Tips and Products, and I'd also like to thank Steve Chaplin, Virtual Pool 4, Solaris Incorporated. He has got the best graphical pool-playing app out there, or game on the market today, internet. Unbelievable graphics.
Nice.
Gorgeous. Go check it out.
It said, I believe, it's supposed to be the most realistic.
It is the most realistic
simulated billiard game out there.
Fantastic product. All right, the next rack coming. This is a winter break format.
And Frank pocketed that 4-ball up in the corner. Open rack again.
Yeah, but I don't think we haven't seen a break and run yet.
Not yet.
And you're not going to see a whole lot of those on this table.
If you can get a break and run on this table, that's something to be proud of.
Well, I did see Dennis Orkulya do some damage to this table. Believe me, this table, it was not bothering him much at all.
If anybody could, he would. You know, I remember watching him at the 10-ball several months back, and when he was playing, I think he was playing Shane, and he just ran away with it. It wasn't even.
Okay,
it really
he
wasn't
punched that.
Yeah.
He rushed that shot and he punched at it, trying to stun.
Yeah, he got his position, but yeah. He just.
And he lifted his head up slightly as soon as he started to let go of the stroke. And I'll tell you, those magnified little problems are magnified on this table.
Your nerves really got to be like in check.
You got to be solid. You got to be ice stained, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Max doing his customary take a deep breath, relax.
You were mentioning Kamui cues. I see John Bertone right behind us over there,
Tips
too.
and products. Yeah, John Bertone. You know, we played yesterday for a while. We had a good time.
Nice.
Just banged some balls around a little bit.
You know, another thing about these types of events also, it's almost like a reunion. Because a lot of these players are friends, and we all have, a lot of us, we know a lot of these players, and we're on really good terms with them, and but you don't really get to see a lot of them because they're spread all over the country or even all over the world, and like these events is like a reunion for everybody. It's like catch ups, like how have you been playing, so it's always fun. Everyone always has a good time.
All right, now that was more like his normal shot making routine.
Nice shot by Frank.
A little short, but
nice shot,
wow,
Frank. Great shot. He wanted to use that 9-ball to stop, but
he's got a combo on his
Yep.
hands now.
Yep. Frank with a chance to extend his lead.
All right, there you go. He takes it down. Well, while Mike gives you an updated score, I'm going to give you a little information here from CSI, Q Sports International, who's putting on this Swanee. And want to let you know about their upcoming at the Reno event at the Grand Sierra Resort and Casino. It is $25,250 added 20th annual U.S. Bar Table Championships. And when does this start? February 25th, and it goes all the way through March 3rd. There will be both men and women's events. There will be all kinds of different divisions.
8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball.
That's right. 10-ball, 9-ball, 8-ball. There are special room rates at the Grand Sierra. So you need to go check it out. Go to csi.com. Or let me see here. What do they got? They got down here list of entrants. Go to playbca.com, excuse me. Check it out and sign up now.
And Frank with a nice little 2-ball break, drop down the 7 and the 3. And he was able to break that open enough to get rid of that magic rack, so put that to the side.
Well, the 1 ball here, I can't quite tell from this angle in the booth. If he can cut this in the side, it's a very thin cut.
Yeah.
His cue ball, well, if he can draw it, if he can cut it and draw the cue ball over,
Oh.
which is what he tried to do.
Yeah. No, he looks like he can still see the 2-ball, but
Yeah, well, there's
that was
a
tough.
possible carom on the 8, but there's also safety opportunities here, and these guys are playing
Yeah.
pretty tight, so.
Oh yeah.
And the thing of it is if he does come off that 2 and carom into the 8, the 2's going to come off the side rail here, and where's the cue ball going to end up? Well, it depends on the speed with with which he hits this shot.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what he elects to do with this.
Wow,
He
great
went
shot.
for the I'll tell you, that was an aggressive shot,
A
and
very aggressive shot.
he must be feeling better.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And one thing I've been trying to do, and what I've been advised to do too by a lot of players, is they tell me just go with your gut instinct. Sometimes don't
Trust yourself.
Trust
That's
yourself.
so true.
Trust yourself. Trust your shot. If you see the shot and you feel that you can make it, they just
See
said
it,
just
feel it, shoot it.
Yeah.
Put it in the
exactly.
pocket.
And I've been told by a multitude of players as well. You got to shoot with confidence, and if you shoot with confidence, they told me that you'll play a ball better than because you don't have your head
Absolutely.
head's not getting in the way.
That's right. Well, then you're not trying to help the balls in either.
Exactly. Exactly.
Kiss of death on that back arm. Look at this.
Frank looking looks like he's
Wow.
starting to feel really comfortable now. Nice shot.
He says, devil table, who cares? Let me take it down. There we go.
Frank.
Wow. All right.
What was that 2 games in a row now, I think.
That's right. That's right.
3 games in a row. Oh, no, it was 2 games in a row. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But he
4-1.
took 4-1.
Frank climbing ahead over Max. Do not count Max out. He's
Nope.
very capable of coming back. He showed us that yesterday in the pre-Swanee bleh, late
Little
night
tongue-tied.
pre-Swanee warm-up action.
Yeah.
Also like to thanks to Max's Pro Pool Academy, another one of our sponsors, and just happens to be on our stream table this morning. And also to q2u.com.
And Frank now going to take the break on the 6th game of this race to 7 match. Pockets under the ball. Frank's really pocketing balls well on the break right now. Looks like unfortunately he got that 6 ball kind of got in the way, or the cue ball actually just rolled right behind that 6. So doesn't have much of a shot at that 1.
Hopefully we can get some updates on some matches that are in progress. Good friend of ours and co-player Eddie Cohen here is going to go run off and see if he can find Daniel or get some updates on the scores.
Yeah.
People want to know.
Again, folks, this is a 192 player field today. So 192 players, 21 world-class pros. And so we're going to try to get you guys updates on all those matches, let you know how some of your favorite players might be doing.
For you to split for the break. If either
Do you hear that announcement?
Yeah, announcement's going to be as far as the deciding who breaks for the beginning of the match.
Flip or lag?
It's flip or lag, but if either player wants to lag, then that will be the option. So it looks like both players have to agree for a coin flip. Otherwise, they're going to be lagging for the break.
That's right. Good to know.
Yeah.
Mr. Johnny Kang, a local here who has won many tournaments, very strong player, is playing on the table right behind this.
Table 2. And Frank decided to push out on that shot. It was a good option. And went right into that 2-ball to put in a little tougher position for Max to get shape on.
Well, especially being on the rail here, he's really limited in what he can do. So
And
he's going to
Max-
give it back.
Yeah, Max giving it
I think
back
that's a
to him.
wise decision.
That's a tough spot for that ball to be in.
Especially on this table. I wouldn't want to be shooting this.
And it looks like Johnny might have just won his first match, I think.
Oh, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Please come to see Arturo and Sai. Please come to me.
All right, well, that was okay. You know, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he could do with that.
Nope.
I'd like to thank everybody who has joined us this morning and who will be joining us during the day and during this whole event. Mr. Johnny Kang walking by.
Yeah.
I do believe he
He
won
drew
his match.
Glenn Rossetti. Very solid player as well. I haven't really seen him in a lot of events. I talked to him, and he's been playing a lot of bar table lately.
Well, then trying to come to play on these after bar tables is going to be a...
Yeah, he started coming back on these on the big tables again just a few months ago, so he's trying to get his stroke back in. But I've known Glenn for a number of years now, and solid player. And just.
Tony Rodriguez, Ezekiel first, table 9. Ezekiel and Tony, table 9.
Frank with a miss on that bottom corner pocket.
All right, Mike, we have some breaking news here. Next up on the stream table will be Steve Akins versus Jose Parica.
Among
How about that?
the trailblazer of the Filipino invasion.
That's right.
Table 11, John Giles, Jess Lipsack.
And on the table next to this, on table 6 coming up, is going to be local Sai Nakashima versus Arturo Rivera. That
Both.
should be a good match.
Both two very, very strong players. That will be a great match. I mean, those guys are really dead even. And,
Yes, they are.
Sai, I've seen him play.
Beautiful stroke, Sai.
Sai's kind of got a funny stroke too, because he's one of the players that's been playing
Sidewinder, yeah.
since he's been a little kid,
That's
and
right.
he's got that side stroke that
But it's
develops.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
just a beautiful stroke.
Yeah, exactly.
Unorthodox, but beautiful.
A lot of some people have asked, why do some players stroke like that? It's like, well, when you're a little kid and you're short, you can't exactly reach the
That's
top
right.
of the table, so you have to adjust and go a stroke to the side. And for people that really stick with the game
Boy,
when they're
look
that
at that.
young, that side stroke just stays with you, and they just learn to adjust and becomes part of your body movement when you're playing. And it looks funny, but when you adjust to that, I mean, those guys, obviously it works really well for them, and that's just the way that their mechanics end up working out. It looks like this one ball is giving both these players just a hair of trouble.
Well, it looks to me, after what just happened, that had he made that one, it looked like he would have scratched. He missed them both about the same amount of space. So
Ariel and Ray, table 5.
Max back to the table. Max needs to catch a gear here and play catch up.
He's capable, you know.
But here again now, 2 to the 4. This is the shot.
And what's tough about having this be a rack your own event is that oftentimes, I mean, the opposing player, if one player starts catching a run and they start putting away 2, 3, 4 games in a row, you're frozen in your chair.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you're frozen in your chair for a little bit, and you start stiffening up, so it's kind of hard to get into stroke.
Look at that, boy. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Now, I know he wanted to be a little further with the cue ball up there. It ran into the 9. However, that was still a really good shot.
Great shot. Just to get back up here to the table. And it's, it's a tough cut, but it's not an impossible one. And it's not an impossible one.
Well, he's got safety possibility, too, though.
Safety possibility as well. But he should be able to pocket this and get position for it. Should.
Well, I don't know. The double table here.
Exactly.
All bets are off.
Yeah. Oh, made it look easy.
Nicely done.
Made it look easy. Ran into that 7 ball.
He's going to be right on the rail. But
yeah, I can't quite tell if he's straight in or not, but he's pretty straight on that shot.
And he's on the rail.
Yeah. And Max up. Yeah, that double pocket.
Wow, that's right. Well, that was just a hard shot period, though.
Very. But I mean, Max shot it in a way which would leave him, which left it safe just in case. I think he was also considering that possibility.
Yeah.
In between next game, throw some of the other letters. I mean, briefly.
Safety. Going to park it behind that 9. Perfect speed on that.
Good shot.
Now, see, here is where possibly a jump cue might have made a difference, although he's
definitely.
a little close to the 9. But that I've seen him balls closer than that jump.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I think he's going to go for a 2-rail kick here.
The no jump cues is actually going to favor the Filipino contingency. Here.
Oh yeah, because I mean they definitely know that the ball trajectory and kicking and all that. I mean,
they don't normally jump, those guys.
Nope.
I mean they tend to not jump. They tend to.
Oh wow, he went for. I thought he would go 2 rails on that, but it looks like he opted for 1.
He sure did.
Left Frank a shot on that 5 ball on the side.
Yeah, he's looking at this. He's not. The reason he's kind of got a little bit of a grimace on his face is that this is kind of an awkward position either way you cut it. And it has to do with what the cue ball is going to do when you get done, and what are the safety opportunities here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit of a quirky leave.
He's not exactly straight in on the side pocket.
Oh yeah, no.
So it's going to be. I think he's just wondering about how he's going to get position for the 6 if he were to make the 5. He may just opt for a safety on this one. Went for the side. Oh, he went for it. And.
Yeah, see? Just a little bit touchy. He's kind of shaking his head here. But Max has got to stay focused here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He needs to just bear down.
He's got some work to do.
Get some of his Zen stuff going on. And just, get these balls in the hole. Wow.
And Max jarred one.
Yeah, he's blowing out some more air here.
This table is definitely an equalizer.
Oh, it sure is.
It trips up everybody.
I know.
Not just your everyday player or whatnot, but
how about Bustamante, who says this is the hardest table he's ever played on, ever.
Bustamante hates this table.
I know. Now see,
telling you, like I
now
said,
they're talking back and forth now about these misses. It's like
and they're
both kind of grinning.
They're grinning at each other, going like unbelievable. They're like, and the thing is, like,
your turn.
These shots that are jarring, you look at them and they're,
they look fine
on any other table.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident they go in.
They look fine almost to the end, and then they don't go in, and you're like,
exactly.
What?
Exactly.
Wow, he's pretty straight in on this 7. He's just going to have to nail it and draw it back. Just like that. Now, he stayed down on that shot way better.
Yes. It's the jack in the box.
Such a key.
It's the some people have that jack in the box complex where they just like gotta hop right up after a shot.
Yeah, I actually know a player whose nickname is Jumpin' Jack.
Really?
Absolutely. He's a lawyer, and he's actually a very good player, but he jumps on every shot, and he makes most balls he shoots at. Well, there you have it, folks.
There we go. Max
trying to make a comeback here.
Yeah, mounting his way back.
And we'd like to thank again our main sponsor, of course, OBQs. OBQs.
Great.
Terrific.
Yeah. Terrific cues. A lot of players that I've come across, they play with OB shafts, which can be made for any cue that you have.
That's right.
All they need are the pin measurements and whatnot, and then they can get the shaft right out to you, and they play great too.
And they're 100% manufactured right here in the United States, and they're based in Plano, Texas, and they've been in business since 2005.
Yep.
And their sponsored player list includes Alex Pagulayan, the Lion, Corey Deuel, and there you have it.
Yeah. And not only shots, they make full-on cues as well, and
go to obqs.com.
Like Jeremy Jones gets bowling here.
Max, solid break. 3 balls on the break.
Look at
and
that.
A shot on
what
the
a
3.
break this is.
Great
what a layout.
break.
Okay, now here's his opportunity right here.
Right here.
To come back and creep back up into this mat. This would bring him within 1 game of Frank.
Shorten that lead, and I am not going to make any kind of comment in regards to
I'm not
what could
betting
happen.
$1 because I've lost too many dollars on this stream since we started this whole venture.
Well, I just don't want to give commentary curse because I almost kind of feel bad about saying things like that. All of a sudden, the opposite comes true. So I'm just going to sit here and
we're just going to watch each shot.
Watch
How's
this
that?
shot. Nice shot. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I didn't say anything, so I can't be commentary curse isn't gonna come on me on that one.
No, that's probably on my head. Yeesh. Gonna move this over just a little bit here. I don't want to make sure that we don't the players don't overhear us.
Right.
Your voice is really good. In terms of that, Daniels has a tendency to carry.
Well, with me, I've been told by a lot of my friends when I talk to them, if we're having like a really good spirited conversation, I get a little bit excited. So I'm really trying to keep it in check right now because I don't want to shark any of these players, and because I know believe me, my voice can carry probably as well or better than anybody else's, especially in a room like this. You could probably hear me over all the ambient noise and conversation that's already going on. So. Looks like we got some
we do. We've got some update
you.
Scores. Should we let him run this out and then we'll give the updates maybe in between the match?
Finish this up. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll let Frank. Oh, Frank's putting this extension on here. Wants to make sure he does not mess up this shot. What a turnaround this was.
Yeah.
Max was supposed to be out. He scratched on that shot, that opening shot after the break.
Yeah. Well, Frank's got I mean, the balls are open on this one, but he's kind of got tough. He's a little bit straight on that 6 ball, and that 8 ball is not in a very easy position. So. Just heard another match announced between Robert Laurie and Manny Chow, two Filipinos.
Well, Manny Chow last
Filipino,
year took out Efren.
Yeah, did he? That's right. Oh, yep. I was right about that.
John Mora on table 15 coming up.
Yeah, you're right, Vince. I'm sorry, I was mistaken about that. Yeah, he's not Filipino, but playing Robert Laurie, Manny Chow and Robert Laurie, they're both really, top class players. That ought to be a pretty good match.
Well, I can tell you, Max is going to go for the bank on this. I'll tell you what happens. He's going to go for the bank. He's going to bring the cue ball back over for the 8. It's a two-way shot. If he misses, if the 6 ends up hanging down here on the table, he's got the 8 as a blocker. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you go for the bank?
Or the 6 ball could very well end up on the end rail also. So Max hit it clean, perfect
beautiful
speed,
shot,
beautiful.
Just beautiful.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna
side pocket. You think?
I don't know.
It looks like he's
I think he's gonna go in for the side pocket.
I mean, as far as getting position on the 9 ball, I like the side pocket. I guess I think for a shot like this, I think it'd just be whatever you're more comfortable with.
Well, he's looking at the
corner.
At the long corner shot here now.
Well, even I think actually the corner shot might be a little bit better because
a little better for shape.
He can stun that over. He doesn't have to really soft stroke it with the side pocket. He's got to hit a little.
Yeah, he's going to have
roll.
to soft it if he does the side pocket. I think he's going to go down the side here.
Yep, and he did. Dropped it perfect.
See, perfect shape. Yeah, that's right.
That's about as straight as you could ask for.
All right, let's hold our breath before he gets this final ball down. Let's make sure. Devil Table doesn't claim another victim. All right, while you're doing the score, here's what's happening. Current match is going on. Sal Butera 4 versus Aki 4, tied up. Brian Butler 5 versus Rod Abadajos 0, 5-zip. Foch Garcia. Oh, okay. Dave Hema is at 6-3 over Foch Garcia. That race might be over by now. Greg Hirata 1 and Wayne Pullen 1. What a match that is going to be. John Ferguson 3, Mitch Mitchell 5, Ezekiel Morrison 0, Tony Rodriguez 0. They just started, and Danny Gokul, who won this last Sunday tournament, is on the hill against Eric Whitford at 5.
And that was a nail biter of a match as well. And one great thing, you had to give some credit to Aki against Sal Butera because Sal Butera is definitely no slouch, and Aki's doing really good to have it tied up like that.
Okay, we have a little change here. They're going to go focus on table 6 for a couple of minutes. Everybody, while the break's happening over here with Max and Frank's match. And now
Max, another 3-ball break.
And now we are back.
On table 4, Renato.
3 balls down on the break.
3 ball down on the break.
A shot. Here's again. Wide open layout.
6 ball kind of got in the way, unfortunately. The funny thing, that 6 ball was a factor last time too. Last time the cue ball rolled behind the 6.
Well, the 6 isn't in the way right now. I don't think so. Maybe it is. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it is.
It is. The last rack too.
He can masse though. This isn't much of a masse.
Yeah, last rack, that cue ball rolled behind the 6. This time the 6 ball rolled in between the 6 and the 3.
I think he's more busy plotting out the whole path of the rack.
See?
I don't think the 3's a problem here.
Yep, it is. He's hooked behind it.
Oh, well, pardon me, boy, he's pushing out.
Oh,
All
he was
right.
measuring for the push out. That's where he wanted to go.
That's what all that thought process was going on. we were completely off. I'm like, no, he can make that 3. It's a little hard to tell, I'll tell you, from the booth here when you're looking at the angle of the table. It can be very deceiving.
One thing about these, a lot of the higher level players like Max and Dennis Okoye and Alex Pagulayan is that, and all those guys is that the push out for them is more than just their strategy behind it.
Complete strategy.
They're plotting out all these different things and options in their head to see what's going to happen.
If my opponent takes the shot, if he doesn't take the shot, what am I, the whole bit. Oh, yeah.
How much of a shot to leave my opponent, and Frank with a great shot.
Yeah,
on that.
and what are my opponent's strengths?
Yeah.
Like if they're good at jumping or, that kind of a thing. You got to
Exactly.
take all that into consideration. Well, not in this tournament because there's no jump cues allowed. But
Right. I kind of, thinking about it, I kind of like that option about the no jump cues because we're going to see a lot more interesting shots.
Stream window. Lighting stream.
On table 6, Arturo Rivera, Sai Nakashima. Arturo and Sai, table 6.
All right, so the table 6 round is going to get started here pretty soon.
That's going to feature Arturo Rivera
And
and
Sai.
Sai Nakashima, 2 local guys from here at Hard Times.
Followed by Rodney
Solid
Martin,
players.
Juan Porter.
Great match to sweat.
Get ready.
See both players already made their way to the table, so
I was asking you about your views over there, and you said, well, I might be somebody that we were going to meet. What are your views on?
nice cut, Max.
Very nice.
Max going right across, and yep, he got pretty good on that shot.
Little short.
A little bit, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem for him, to be honest with you. I think he's just gonna go 2 rails and get that 8 ball on the side. Yep.
On table 12, Larry Bond, Kevin May, table 12.
Oh, Larry Bond's got another local has to play Kevin May. Interesting.
Another good match.
Steady, Max. There you
Max
go.
tied
There
it
you
up.
go. Max comes back.
We were saying, don't count Max out.
We have a match.
Yep, tied up again. We were saying, don't count Max out. He's
That's
definitely
right.
capable.
Thanks to CSI Q Sports International for presenting your 17th annual Swanee Memorial Tournament. And this is being brought to you live by POVPOOL. And go on to POVPOOL. Go on to POVPOOL.com and check out all the news and follow him. And also to Max Eberle, currently playing on this double table, another one of our sponsors for the Swanee event. Check out his Pro Pool Academy. I believe it's ProPoolAcademy.com, but I better double check on that.
PPA, Pro Pool, Pool Play, yeah, Pro Pool Academy.
Pro Pool Academy.
ProPoolAcademy.com.
Well, we'll give you all that information before the end of this match.
Yep.
Thanks so much to GoPlayPool.com, another one of our sponsors.
And just got an update. Jeremy Jones has defeated Jeremy Slayton 7-3. So Jeremy Jones, not an unfamiliar name or face to the billiard world as well. So congratulations to him on his first match. And we are back underway. We are back underway here with Max and Frank. Score is tied 4-4, guys. This is game number 9 and a race to 7. So we got a race to 3 now, really, with a score tied 4-4.
That's right, tied up. This is. I
happens.
love that this has gotten tied up. Right now we have.
We've got a really good match. And I like those matches too, where no one person runs away with it.
That's right.
It's
oh,
really
look at
great to
this!
watch.
One ball flies in the corner. The other, 3 balls down.
Max's break has been really
Wow.
on point today. I mean, that's the third.
That was precision.
That's his third
rocket
his
break.
third 3-ball break. He has been consistently making that ball and making those 3 balls on the break. And, I gotta say too that a lot of it has to do with that magic rack as well. It's guaranteeing a nice tight rack, giving him good opportunity to break cleanly and pocket balls so that he has a chance for a run out.
Well, I'll tell you too what I would like to let everybody know too. Oh, look at this safety. Don Espinosa's pool tracks, POOL, that's POOLTRAX. He's going to be keeping the statistics for all of these guys. So, you go to his website, he'll let everybody know exactly what's statistically going on with all these players.
Mm-hmm. Frank went for a kick after that safety by Max, and fortunately came up short. So Max now has an opportunity to kind of take this out. The 4-6 does present a bit of a problem. So it looks like Max is trying to measure out to see if that 4 ball goes on the side, or if he has to break that apart and go for another option. So we'll see what happens.
Well, it was a well-executed safety to begin with.
Yep.
And here's the result, ball in hand.
Again, to all you guys in the chat room, just want to thank everybody for watching the stream. Those of you in the chat room and not in the chat room, if you guys are just enjoying the matches, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and helping us to promote this great sport, POVPOOL. We wouldn't, if we didn't have an audience, we wouldn't be here doing this ourselves. So I want to give you guys a thanks for giving us a reason to be here this morning.
On table 23, Patrick Kim, Roy Bernal. Patrick and Roy, table 23. Next up is Aaron Lewis, followed by Steve Mendoza and Joe Delio.
Okay, update. John Ferguson lost to Mitch Mitchell 7-4. For those of you who would like to know.
And
all right,
Max
now,
off for that side pocket shot.
Dave Hema defeats Foch Garcia 7-1.
Wow. Looks like Dave Hema.
Well, then we had a completely different school, I see.
Dave,
okay.
We had a little bit of
I apologize for that. So it's 7-1.
Dave Hema, the house pro. Dave Hema, house pro here at Hard Times Billiards
and a force to be reckoned with, you know. He's won many tournaments also here. Look at this, a hanger. A built-in, a safety hanger.
Yeah. I think Max might be able to kick at this.
Max can make this, actually,
He should be able to go rail first and get this in.
Yeah.
And that ball is not like, it's not really deep in the pocket, so he's got some options there. I mean, he's got 2 ways
I mean,
to
it's
go.
no picnic, but it's a definitely makeable shot.
I'm wondering if Max might opt to go for the short kick as opposed to just going rail first and trying to go straight into it.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a couple of different angles of approach here. Well, there's 3 different angles of approach, actually. It depends on what your flavor is and how you're feeling it, you know.
I'm taking a look over here on table 6, and
Sai
was dressed right behind us, and I just gotta look at that side stroke.
I'll tell you what, he's so smooth.
Yeah.
He's a joy to watch, really. And he can put that cue ball. I'm going to tell you something about Sai. He can put that cue ball anywhere on the table he wants with ease.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to Max here and see what he's going to do. Look at, here was the option number 3. Come down this rail and come all the way back up, and that's what he's going to do.
I think he might actually try to go 2 rails on this as well. If they enter over here and go rail first before he hits that 5.
Yeah.
Just so he can get position and
risky though because of that.
Yeah.
That's exactly why that's a riskier shot.
And look at the shape that he would have left himself on the 6 ball.
I agree. Okay, current status of the, well, hold on, I'll get my glasses. Sal Butera and Aki. Sal Butera 5, Aki 6. Aki is on the hill against Sal.
Frank, I don't think he intended to bump that 6 ball on the way back down, but. And it looks like that 9 ball, he might have caught just enough of it where he can't make it in the corner pocket. So I think it seems to be he's measuring for a safe.
Well, here's the problem with safety shots at this point, with 3 balls on the table all spread out. This makes this incredibly more difficult because it's all about timing now.
No, he
sliced it. Tried to slice it in the corner.
Would have left himself pretty decent enough. I mean, with what he had to work with, he left himself pretty decent for the 7 ball. But unfortunately, I mean, this table just robbed him of another shot.
Yeah, well,
another shot.
Double table, man. Double pockets, all of them. Not just one of them.
Nothing guaranteed.
Although the upper left-hand corner is the most difficult pocket. Again, remind everybody coming up on the stream table after this match will be Steve Akins versus the Jose Parica Filipino superstar.
Hello, H-Run 193.
Successfully.
Good to see you. I don't know if you're saying hi to me or another mic in the room.
Successfully avoided that scratch in the side, which came a little dangerously close, I might add. He's going to draw up for this 9.
Left himself great.
Beautiful position.
Akins to the tournament desk. Steve Akins to the tournament desk, please.
And kabow, Max takes the lead for the first time.
Yeah, not only did Max come back from 4-1, now he has just taken the lead as well. So great job to him.
Because I believe Frank won the first rack.
Yep.
And then Max tied it up.
Yep.
And then
Frank took 3 games in a row.
That's right. He got way ahead.
Came Max 4
That's
games
right.
in a
So
row
this
now.
is the first lead of this match.
Yep.
And you are watching. This is the 17th annual Swanee Memorial, streamed to you live via POVPOOL here at Hard Times Billiards, Bellflower, sunny Southern California. This is the BBQ for POVPOOL along with Mike Seal. There I go again. Mike Piyosambun, who is helping us out this weekend from Sticks Billiards in Rancho Cucamonga. Fantastic venue, great tables, great service, great food. Go there or be square.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it is in Rancho Cucamonga, corner of
terrific
Foothill
hall
and
Vineyard. Yes.
Yep. So you can definitely look it up online. STIX.
That's right. Go to the vineyard area next door. They've got a nice little winery.
Yes, they do.
And get yourself, you can come out, buy a nice bottle of wine and play some pool, and off you go.
On table 28, Aaron Rupp.
Not in that order.
Yeah.
Emilio and Louis Ulrich. Louis Ulrich, Aaron, table 28.
Look at this. He's got this nailed. Another 3 ball down on the break.
Yeah. Please get ready.
And a shot on the 3. This is another open. Now, imagine if all 3 of these breaks, where he had these 3 balls on the break down, and an open shot on the next object ball, if he had run out on all those racks, this match would have been over.
Yeah. You know, it seems like he's actually pocketing the same 3 balls also.
It does look like that.
Yeah.
It's the same pattern break. Look at this. Very close. Very precision-oriented break by Max Eberle here. Mad Max.
Yep. You know, Max is looking
Making a comeback here and gonna.
When I met Max, he had just finished his sponsorship from when he was playing on Team Fury with Jose Perica and Rodney Morris and a couple other great players as well. And that was the first time I met him, and you know, he was talking about his break, trying to get more consistent with it.
Well, it's such an important part of the game, like you were saying earlier, you know?
Oh, absolutely. You know, Max definitely has a very, very consistent break, too. You know, his form, everything, and... Yeah.
You know, also, he's the author of the book Zen Pool. I have this book. I've read it. It's very good.
Yep, so do I.
And he's got numerous instructional DVDs. There was something else I was going to tell you about him.
Came in third last year's Jason, Swanson.
Look at this. Is this one of the first break and runs we've had? Or did we have another break and run?
Nope, that is the first
This
break
is
and
the
run that
first
we have
break and
seen
run,
in
folks,
this match.
of this match.
And Max, like he looks
Max
like Max got,
taking it down with
Max
one
got
more.
real comfortable, and he has just come
Yeah,
back.
he sure did. He's on the hill
5 games in a row to get on the hill.
against Frank the Barba.
Yep, I think Max finally got those whatever jitters or, you know, nerves or whatnot that might have been freezing him up. He has definitely started catching gear here. So I think Max is going to look to close this one out with this game. And
Well, if he breaks like that again and leaves him spread the way he did,
yep,
that's going to be a no-brainer.
yep.
Well, not a no-brainer. I mean, this is devil table after all, but
Yeah.
On table 24, Rose Silva and Russ Martin. Rose and Russ, table 24. Coming up soon will be Abe Lim and Brian Parks, Rob Tao, Daniel Busch, Sean Lane, and Clyde Murata. Please get ready.
With, it looks like he only got a single ball break this tied up that one. Let's see what he can do with this one.
all right. Should Max take this down on this rack, the next stream match coming up again is going to be Steve Akins versus Jose Perica.
Among. You know, one thing we were talking about Sai before as well. One thing about Sai, he's actually got a really, really solid break as well. Also, even with that side stroke, I just saw him break over on table 6, and he's got like half the rack on the bottom end of the table.
Well, Frank's got his hands full with this one ball from here.
Yeah, Max hit a great safety on that. Broke apart that 1-9 cluster and tucked that cue ball right behind that 4-7. So
Yeah, I can't see what the distance between the 5 and the 7 is, because that's the key
I'd say
to getting to that end rail or that side rail over there and
looks
coming
like
on over.
looks like he's got about maybe 2 feet.
I think he's got. I think he's got a
little
window.
over 2 feet. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about width-wise between.
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go. Okay, he had enough.
Yeah. The 5-7 or
Look at
okay,
that.
I think
Look
you're
at the
talking
roll.
about, yeah.
Look at that roll.
Yeah.
Speed. That was speed, boy.
Yeah, Max acknowledging the great shot.
Wow. What a.
Is Lori Jones in the room? Lori Jones, come and check in.
Nice hit. Look at this. It's an anime.
And a roll.
And a roll to boot.
And shape.
Get a little butter and jelly for that one. You know, but he hit it with that in mind, you know, for sure.
He hit it really strong.
You know, Max is taking his time on this because this is the rack. This is the win for him for this match. So he's not going to take anything for granted. He's going to make sure he gets exactly where he wants to be.
Well, Max knows also. I mean, based just off of the beginning of this match, he knows that Frank can capitalize on mistakes.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's got enough knowledge to
played safe. Look
get
at
what he
that.
wants
He's
to do.
playing tight.
Yeah.
Going to protect this rack.
Yeah, Max wants to close this out as quickly as possible. That way he doesn't give Frank too many opportunities to catch back up. I'll finish this out. Then I'll have a second. Nice kick, Max.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Kick safe. Right back at you.
You know, like that particular type of kick save, that was really kind of popularized by the Filipinos. They were the first ones to really start, you know, not only trying to kick to make contact, but also still doing something with the cue ball, like freezing it up leaving it long, and you know a lot of the American players, they started realizing that they adapt to do it as well.
Oh, look at this. Okay, now that is not the result of what he wanted on that kick.
Yeah.
Bringing Max back, he could close this out right now.
That 4-7 is a little bit close. That 4-7 looks a little bit close, but doesn't quite. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Looks like Max got himself in a really good position to get that 4 ball.
I'm surprised Max is going down on this shot with the guy standing so close to Arturo next to him, standing so close to the table. He's normally,
Yeah.
he
he'd
normally
wait.
will wait.
Yeah. I guess he
Because
just.
Arturo is like,
Arturo Rivera, is he a very slow calculating player? He really likes to measure out.
well,
what
he
he's
also
gonna
takes
do.
a lot of space.
Yes, he does.
Because he stands way away from the
He's got a long
table.
stroke. He's got a long, yeah.
And you sure don't want anything catching your eye, you know.
Absolutely.
Any movement is just. Max has got a 3-ball out here to win this match. But he's got to really be careful on this double table not to let his adrenaline take hold.
The testosterone.
He needs to kick in those Zen-like characteristics. Keep still on this thing and not try to force anything in the pocket and smooth.
Uh-oh.
Just
nice roll.
a jelly roll, and he's saying he's sorry to Frank.
Max signaling.
But that happens on this table, I'm telling you.
Happens on any table, and you know, Max obviously acknowledging that was not an intended shot.
Max is like, wow. I got the roll. I sure did.
I think Max is going to be going 3 rails on this.
Yeah. It's going to go top left, come around 1, 2, 3 rails.
Definitely the safest way to go. He might actually even
He could draw.
He might even catch that 4th rail over there, so he can come towards the 9 ball.
That's true. Yep, there he goes. High left.
1, 2, 3, and looks like he's not going to need that 4th rail. Although he's getting close to it.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
he's Max got that chance.
No, he's got a nice shot on this. It's a little closer to the rail. The cue ball is, that is, but. And there you have it. Mad Max pulls one off over Frank the Barber.
Frank the Barber with a nice little lucky roll on that 7 ball.
And
Frank
congratulations,
took that down.
Mad Max Eberle takes it down the first. This was the first match of the 17th annual Swanee Memorial Tournament, brought to you by CSI Q Sports International, and running all day today and tomorrow. And this is POVPOOL Live. This is the BBQ in with Mike Piyosambun from Sticks Billiards, Rancho Cucamonga. We're going to be taking a break here and getting set up for this next round.